Hello again, my friends, and you are my friends, and welcome to your away day guide with me and the tractor girl, Queen of Hearts, Amy Downs. As you saw on the last 5 graphic there to start tonight's show, it's not going to be an easy away day guide. This one, we're heading to a place where we notoriously don't do well. We're heading to a team, or playing against a team that we notoriously don't do well against. Amy, it's Rotherham. First of all, Sky Sports. They've kicked us out of Good Friday and put us into Saturday lunchtime. You're shaking your head. You're not happy. What's up?
Well, I know people have been tweeting me about it. So, honestly, for me, I'm away that week. And I was originally planning on coming back the Thursday. So actually it would have worked better. But it's the Easter holidays, it's school holidays. Why would I bring my kids back early? But there are people who booked time off work, who booked hotels for the Friday, well, from the Thursday into the Friday, because I think it was an earlier kickoff. And now they can't go because they were meant to be back again on the Saturday. And it's part of a much wider conversation, isn't it, about whether Sky should be allowed to do this, especially for smaller clubs or lower leagues, and clubs who have to travel miles and get their games changed to stupid times so they can't get there. It's not fair. It's not right. And I have had a few people mention to me on Twitter when it was changed that they now can't go when they were planning to. And it just seems a bit of a shame for me. And on a bank holiday weekend,
I agree. Yeah,
should be
it
part of the
is.
fun.
We're lucky it's not a further away day in the sense of, it's not, if we were playing Plymouth on the Good Friday, for example, and they moved it to the lunchtime, that would be hell for the army of faithful fans that go to every away day, or just even this away day. I'm the same as you, though. It's worked out better for me. I'm away. I wasn't to come back on the Thursday for the Friday, but I'm probably going to stay up there for the Friday and come back on Saturday morning or the Friday evening. I haven't decided yet, but I have just noticed, and it'll be old news by the time this show goes out, but you've added something to your name on Twitter finally.
I have, yeah.
Yeah, Amy Downs. I shouldn't introduce you as Amy Downs. I do apologise. So joining me this evening is Diary of a Tractor Girl and Queen of Hearts, Amy Fieldhouse Downs. Is that correct?
It is, yeah. So we've had a lot of hassle trying to figure out. It's nuts. If I were to just take Fieldhouse, there would be no problem. All I have to do is send off my marriage certificate and it'd be fine. But because we want a brand new name, we've got to go through Depol. So it's taken quite a while to figure out what the legalities are around it. But basically what I found out is other than driving license and passport, pretty much nobody cares. So we've just got to figure out whether the bank wants me to have a passport first or whether they'll change the name because they've got the marriage certificate. But I have finally found out that legally, if I talk about myself online and everything. So I figured what I'm going to do is social media, everything's going to stay Amy Downs because that's what people know me as. Whereas everything personal, and I put football into that, I'm going to be Amy Fieldhouse Downs. So actually the article that I had out in the East Anglian was under Amy Downs, but from future, I'm going to put all my writing in Amy Fieldhouse Downs. I think it makes me sound more authoritative.
Amy Fieldhouse Downs. So there you go. I'll make sure I introduce you in the correct manner going forward. And congratulations again. I won't ask why you've not just taken the traditional route. And gone...
No, it's fine. It's when we had the kids, because we weren't married, we put them as Fieldhouse Downs, and Harry,
they're
our
Fieldhouse
eldest,
Downs, are they?
They are. Nice. I didn't want them to be Fieldhouse
nice
because that would have no link to me. So we put both names together for the kids. And Harry, our eldest, who's now 5, knows himself as Amy Fieldhouse Downs, and so from
Harry Fieldhouse Downs, I hope.
Sorry, Harry Fieldhouse Downs, and James obviously will know himself as that as well. So it took a lot for me. I was always going to do that, but actually it was like the week before we got married. Luke was like, "Yeah, I want to do it as well." So that half the point in getting married is that we're all one family, isn't it?
Absolutely. That's lovely. Fieldhouse Downs is also a very nice surname.
Not bad.
Talking of nice names,
it's going to be a bit hard to get onto a shirt, though. I think.
You are paying for extra characters there, yeah. Is it still 50p a letter? So it's 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57. £8 bloody quid, that name.
Does that include the hyphen as well?
No, £8.50. That's
And also, how the
ridiculous.
hell do they get that? It's going to be like a massive
52,
arch
53.
on my back.
See,
I will
mine's
do it one
only
day.
£3.50. You see, compared to yours, I'm a pauper. £8.50 your name's costing. Mine's costing £3.50.
On
Not
top of
that,
the however much I'm paying for a shirt.
and then of course you've got to have a number as well. You can't
Obviously.
just, and I've got to get George now to change your Queen of Hearts. Well, no, your Queen of Hearts. That's fine. See, I thought ahead with that one. Right, Rotherham. Thinking ahead. Doesn't look good. It's not for great reading. But I'll pull up the last 5, excluding the recent fixture. If you've seen our Shrewsbury away day guide, you'll know why we haven't got that at this moment,
You still got to
because
think about it.
George, I know, so am I, but because George is sunning himself in lovely America. But
We
here
don't
we
want to
go.
think about the home fixture though anyway, do we?
No, we don't. We lost anyway. We lost it 2-0.
Exactly.
So it won't
We'll
make the
just forget
graphic.
that happened. It's fine.
Well, it won't make the graphic look any better, because it'll
Nice.
be a big. In fact, it'll make it slightly worse, because it'll put the W even further towards the left-hand side, which is the furthest away. So we want to get towards the right-hand side. So we've lost 1-0, 1-0, 1-1-0, lost 2-0, and then lost 1-0, and then lost 2-0 again, which is not on this screen. So this is not a good fixture for us, is it? This one.
I think it's important to note that those dates are when we were in League One or when we were getting relegated, basically. Although 2017 we
27.
weren't.
Well, no, it's not been a traditional hunting ground. Any particularly away.
It's not been happy. It's not been, but they've always been like, certainly in the League One years, they've been one of the better teams, and then in the Championship years, they were the ones fighting for survival. I think from memory, so they were playing better, and we were just mediocre mid-table, so we weren't doing anything anyway. So no, we don't have a good record, and weirdly, despite that, I don't think I've seen. Well, I have seen a swim, which we'll talk about in a minute, but I've not seen very many good results there. But it is still one of my favourite away days, certainly in Yorkshire. Definitely, I love it. I really enjoy it.
Looking at the results, what makes it for you the perfect? Is it the proximity? So it's not far from your home. It's good for drinking. What makes it a good away day for Amy Fieldhouse Downs?
So for me, it's the fact that one of my favourite away pubs is literally opposite the station. So you come out, you turn right, and it's there on your left. Brilliant atmosphere, pies. You go into the pub, and it's got like loads of scarves from all the different clubs that have been there. And we put a Dusseldorf one up there when we were there last time. So
Clever,
there's
I
like
like it.
there's so many. There's even a Norwich one up there, so we've all had pictures of us like sticking 2 fingers up at it and things like that. So that it's just a really nice atmosphere at the bridge end, which I would highly recommend if they're allowing away fans, which they weren't before the game last time I went, but they were after the game, which was a bit strange. But it's when you go into the town, there's loads of pubs to choose from. There's 2 Wetherspoons, so it's just a really relaxed away day, and it's a short walk to the ground. There's no hassle if you're coming in by train. I don't think there's a lot of hassle if you're coming in by car, because there's plenty of places to park. You're right, it's not too far for me to go, but to be fair, it's not like it's down the road from where I am. It's not like it's Bradford. Do you know what I mean? Like, it is still a
Yeah.
bit of travel, but I do really enjoy. I just like it. I always enjoy it every time I go there. I always have it's like a proper South Yorkshire away day. It's good
Except the
fun, and
result, right?
everybody there is lovely. Well, exactly, except for that time that we beat them 5-2,
Yeah. We'll
which
just
was
qualify that for people watching
blooming
who like to
amazing.
see us trip up. You love everything about the away day, but except the results that we
Oh, of
haven't
course.
got.
Yeah, no, I appreciate it. Believe me, I've been to some wonderful grounds with some awful results in my life, and worse than what I've seen at Rotherham. But I just really enjoy it as a day out, I think. And maybe that's partly what's putting me off for the Easter weekend, was that it was meant to be a midday kickoff, and I don't want that. I want to be able to just go out and enjoy my day out when I'm on an away day, and not be getting there at 11 and having to go straight to the ground, basically.
Yeah. So when you come out of the train station, you've
Yep.
got a McDonald's across the road. You've got a Rotherham Market on a
Oh, I didn't
Saturday.
even know about the McDonald's.
That'll be quite nice. Yeah, look, just across the river. It's not too far, I would have thought, but it's only an 8-minute walk to the stadium. from the
Really
station.
close. Really close. Can you Google Bridge Inn for me? And I will show everybody my favourite pub.
Bridge. Oh no, spell bridge right.
And you can see just there the blue coat JD Weatherspoons. That's a really good one. We did find last time we went they wouldn't let us in after the game, but they were really good before the game.
Okay, there you go. You're right there. Next to We Buy Any Car.
That's it. So you come out the train station, like I
Turn
said,
left.
the pub is right on your left, and then you walk sort of like alongside the river, and you get to the ground. 10-minute walk. It's so quick. It's so easy. Rotherham fans will chat with you. It's just friendly. Like there's no worries. It's just a really nice away day. I always really, really, really enjoy it. Highly recommend it. Good old Yorkshiremen.
Yeah. And if you want to carry on, if you want to go to the stadium via, if you come out of the pub you're in, I imagine, turn left, you're going to go to McDonald's. You've then got other eateries, Papa John's, and then you can watch the stadium that way. I imagine, right? You can come out of
absolutely. And you can see all the pubs down here in the town centre. It's a short walk away. Like I say, Blue Coat is the Weatherspoons that we found and we liked, but there's loads of choice. And last time we went, I remember Ipswich fans walking around singing chants in the town centre and having a good time. And it's just nice. It's just always a really nice atmosphere and like busy but not too busy. Just happy. Even when we lose.
The substation. Look at that. Delicious. Look at that. Delicious hot and cold food to take away. Monday to Saturday, 7 till 2.
Winner.
Winner. Probably will be a chicken dinner. Where are we going now, Miss Downs? Done the previous games. We've kind of done the pubs there without really meaning to go into the pubs. We did. We've done the station. Parking.
We've done previous games, but I'm not sure we've touched enough on, just for anybody who's watching who was there, was on the 5-2 win in 2015, which is one of my happiest memories in football. That is close behind the playoffs. It was that good. It was such a good day.
Well, you have sent me some pictures. Would you like me to show them on the screen and you can talk us through them? So we've got this one here.
So I think that's us celebrating after maybe we equalised, I think. It definitely wasn't at the end of the game, so I'm pretty sure these four were on the pitch by that.
Is
maybe
that
not
Matt
on the pitch.
Brother, Sam?
Yes, it is. That's Sam. Yep.
It's got a family resemblance. You've then got this one.
So that was before the game in the pub. So that's in the Bridge Inn. And the reason Ant Steele is looking so cross is because I had Murphy on the back of my shirt for a bet.
Oh, right.
Because I think I'd said the year before that he wouldn't score more than 20 goals and I got it wrong, or 15 or something, and I got it very wrong. So I had to put his shirt on, his name on the back of my shirt as a bet. And my mate Alan loves him. So that picture is because we were all like, Daryl Murphy is awful, terrible. No, he's done. He's had his time. And then, of course, at the game, he scored a hat trick, and
that season,
and my mate Alan absolutely loved it.
And in that season, he went on to have, I think it was that season, an incredible year. And there he is, the white Pele. Where did you get that from?
That was going around that day after he'd scored the hat trick, because he did absolutely wipe the floor of them. And I think very shortly afterwards he did the same against Charlton, and he scored brilliantly at Charlton away, and we were on Sky, and he played brilliantly, and I really enjoyed it. Really good memories from that year. And that was obviously I can't remember, 2015, so it must have been just after we'd got to the playoffs. So it was like, we still felt maybe we had a bit of hope from the last year, but everything else was going so wrong. But at Rotherham away, we were just brilliant. We were, as you say, we don't have a very good record there, so it was lovely to get a little bit of joy for once.
Daryl Murphy, what a man!
Absolutely.
So we've done parking, done the drinking, we've done previous matches. How about player connections to end the show? What have we got here then?
So I have got not as many this time as recent shows. I've got 4.
Okay.
a left back, a defender, a midfielder, and a forward. But I think you'll get all of them.
So you got Paul Hurst.
Yeah.
2 shows in a row I don't say that name. It's not good.
I thought that.
Fraser Richardson.
Oh, not got him.
I think I'll Google that one. Paul Green.
Not got him.
Fraser
Show me up
Richardson.
now.
Wow, this is it. So Rotherham. Oh, he's born in Rotherham. Did he play for Rotherham? Yes, he did. So Fraser Richardson. Boom. I'm sure Paul Green also played for us, and then also played for Rotherham. He did directly after us. Yes. So there we go. We've got. Who else? Who else have you got on your list? What positions? Because I've gone Paul Hurst. I've done.
Okay, so another defender, a midfielder, and a forward.
That forward's a red herring. I don't know.
You'll be absolutely killing yourself when you know this one. Do you want me to give you some clues?
Yes, please.
This 43-year-old Irishman was a forward. I really like this one. His middle name is Desmond.
It's not Varney, is it?
He played for Rotherham in 2000 to 2003. He joined Ipswich from Cardiff in 2006. Stayed with us until 2008.
Right.
Made 103 appearances and scored 31 goals.
Huh?
You're going to kick yourself. I think that sounds too recent.
Desmond. I don't know. Who is that?
He's Irish. Think of the Irish players. We were talking about this in another show recently.
Daryl Murphy is all I've got in my mind. Honestly, I don't know. Who is it?
I'm trying to. There's one more clue. I'm just trying to work out what his official role is now. So he came back to us in 2013, but it was more as a player coach role.
What in God's green earth are you talking about?
But by the end of the year, what year was that? He left us to coach at Bury Town.
Alan Lee!
There we go. Alan Desmond.
Desmond, Lee. Yes. Now you said it, I can remember his. Yes, Alan Desmond Lee. Alan Lee. Yeah, it was Bury Town that finally got it. Bloody hell! Played for Rotherham, did he?
Yep, before he played for us as well.
There's people in the chat now that obviously are watching this recorded show back as it's broadcast,
screaming
at me, just screaming at me, just screaming at me. Okay, I don't know the others, so lay it down for me. Who is it?
Chris Swales.
Yes, he was. Yes, Chris Swales. He was sent yes, I remember. Yeah, he was sent to Bury, wasn't he? In a player exchange and money for David Johnson. Remember him?
That's right. Played for us in 95 to 97 and went to Rotherham in 2001. Ben Pringle was the other one. Another name that's come up in one of the away day shows this season. So he's been about a bit, put it about a bit as well, hasn't he?
Yes, good old Pringle. Once you pop, you ain't going to stop.
Exactly.
Is that it?
Yeah. Yeah, I couldn't find many, so I'd be really interested to see when this goes out, if anybody. And you've picked up a couple more, so I'm sure other people will be able to find out more.
Absolutely, look forward to it. Let us know in the comments if you're watching this back. Post the rebroadcast. Let us know in the actual pinned comments. But anything else, Amy, or is this the? Hang on, wait. Is this the last away day? No, the last one's Crew. That's fine.
Crew. We've got Crew left yet,
given it a proper send off, but next one is Crew. So we've done Shrewsbury, we've done Rotherham. Next one is Crew.
It's scary that we're thinking about the final games though already. Like season's nearly done.
Yeah, you never know.
What am I going to do?
We could be watching this back and thinking, might have a playoff game still, or we might be looking back, thinking Did he just say playoffs? Who knows? But yes, it is scary. The season is nearly over. But the season starts earlier next year, so there's not much of a gap between the two, which is, good.
And for me, I think next season's already started, hasn't it? I know we're still in there for the playoffs, but we're already starting to think about next year. We're already building up for the excitement for next year, I reckon.
Yes, well, you're in dangerous territory there, because you could be looking either really smart or really foolish, because we're sitting here don't know what way Shrewsbury's going to go, Cambridge is going to go. We just don't know.
Very
don't know.
true. I'm going to look like an idiot if we've won both those games, aren't I?
That's why I'm not going to say anything, because I want us to look like idiots. So yeah, playoffs are dead, totally dead, absolutely dead. They're just over. Never going to make them. We blew it against Cambridge and Shrewsbury. There you go. Hopefully, I've now tempted Mother Destiny into
I like your thinking.
into
Good
a mistake
plan.
or two. Right, lead us out then, Amy, with your legendary way of doing it.
If you're off to Rotherham, please enjoy it. Say hello from
Pictures.
me. Yes, do take some pictures. Let us know what food you get. Tag us in the photos, because obviously Martin needs to see them. And if I don't see you through week, I'll see you through window.